Right, gentlemen, welcome back to the shop. Now, as I said yesterday, I did put a post up on my Facebook page and I said I was going to start doing non-slingshot videos, or just anything really, slingshot, hunting, survival, tools, stripping down, computer programming, a little bit of hacking. I will be doing a bit of everything, but obviously I can't do everything in one day. So, as I said, a lot of my videos from now on are going to be either shooting, building catapults, slingshots, whatever, knives, gun stocks. But other than that, I want to make everything educational, as I don't see the point in just putting videos up for the sake of it. And although a lot of mine are going to be almost comedy videos, not comedy, but there's going to be a lot of comedy in them. They're going to make you laugh, or else they're going to be boring to watch. So other than comedy, I wanted to do educational. Today is going to be the first day of something educational. Now, this video is going to be all about drill bits, and don't worry, I'm not going to be sitting there boring you with how they're made and why they're made and what you can do with them. More about sharpening, because we all have drill bits everywhere, finger, toolbox, everywhere you look there's drill bits on the floor, in the box, in your cupboard, or if you're like me, they're in your cupboard. And today, the reason I decided to do this video was because I went to do some drilling, and guess what? Fucking thing wouldn't even drill through aluminium. So I need to sharpen it. And I thought, well, what's a better time to do an educational video and show you lot how to sharpen drill bits. So here we have a Silverline drill bit, and I will just say, Silverline, I usually do like the odd Silverline product. They are fairly cheap, throwawayable. I did buy a multi-tool. It lasted not very long at all, but luckily enough it was so cheap I just stripped it down, fixed it, and it worked again. It has now packed up again, so I will be stripping it another time, maybe doing a video on that. But for now, these Silverline drill bits, there is, I'm not sure how many, they go from 1 up to 9mm. They are okay for drilling stilt and cheese. Other than that, they're a load of shite. As people have saw in some of my other videos, I have been trying to cut this out to make a catapult. 10mm aeroplane grade aluminium, and I have shattered a lot of these. I think I've got, what, half a box left, as you can see in there. A lot of them are missing, and that is through aluminium, so they're a load of shite. But for now, I'm going to quickly show you the setup. Now, you can use an angle grinder, which might be better, might be a little bit safer, I'm not sure. But my setup is my Bosch drill. Doesn't matter if it's Bosch, doesn't have to be, but in a clamp, any vice. Now, general rule is put it in, tighten until you hear the crack, back quarter of a turn, nice and steady. The next thing, oh, and by the way, do not getting your dad's best drill out of his toolbox, sticking it in a vice and saying, oh, well, Sean from Scorpio Slingshots told me to twist, tighten until I hear it crack. Do not do that. If you're going to do this, get your own drill. But yes, anyway, I'll put the camera down so I can show you something else that you sort of need to do, or may need to do, depending on what you use your grinding bits for. Here we have a dressing stone, which is used to straighten down your bits. So this one has already been done a little bit. It was a brand new bit, but they're cheap ones from Poundland, so they do need straightening. So I will quickly show you the process of that first. There you go. That's nice and smooth now. Now, what you are going to have to take into consideration, I will turn the camera back round just so I can show you this. What you're going to have to take into consideration on a drill bit are three things. Now, you can't change any of them because you change one and they all need to be changed. But first of all is the angle of that. Needs to obviously be the same as when you've got the drill. Next thing is the length of this flute. It needs to be the same as the length of that flute. Thirdly is the angle of that. It needs to taper slightly down to cut. So the angle of that, focus you fuck, the length of that flute, same as the length of that flute, and then that relief angle there. So those are the three things you need to take into consideration. Now I will show you just slightly, just quick, before I turn the drill on, just so you can hear me speak, and then I will show you it working. Now when you do it, make sure, obviously like I say, the angle of that, you need to be flush on there. Tiny amount, just take a tiny amount off at a time, and then as you go up, just very, very slightly, not much at all, just very slightly lift up and off. That gives you that slight angle down. So grind, and at the last minute tilt up. Right, now I will show you, and I will do it, and then I will maybe drill some. I should have drilled with this to start with, to show you it does not go through aluminium, just to prove that this works. And that before as well I start the drill, I am just, before I get all the comments, bad comments and slagging off, I'm not telling you this is the way you have to do it, or this is the way that other people might show you, but this is the way I do it, and it works, and I know that it's the best way to do it because I was taught it from a very smart Canadian fella. So here we go. Another thing is, what you've got to remember with these is usually these are going to be chowdered right to fuck, so there's going to be big chowder marks out of them, so you're probably going to have to take a lot of material off. But as you can see there, I'm not sure if you can see from the gold and the silver that's come off, or the gold that's come off, it's starting to go. So we'll have to carry on until we've got some more. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to carry it on. I'm just looking. I'll tell you what I'm going to do instead, because it's quicker. So I will take the drill off. and I will put my Dremola in instead, because I do get better results with my Dremel. I'm not saying Dremel better than drills or anything like that, it's just for some reason that's the way it is. So, and this I suppose will help show as well, if you've only got a Dremel and not a drill, you can use this. And again, put your tool in. Yep, put your tool in, tighten to hear the crack, back quarter of a turn, there you go. Although I do a little bit tighter, but then it's my Dremel, I can do what I want. Right. Same process as with the drill. Turn it up if you need to. So there we go. Let's see if I can show you if it will focus for me for once. If you see that angle slightly down, now shall we test her out? Get her in the old drill bit and we'll see how she blows. Here we have that drill bit I have just sharpened on the drill. Now this is the damn thing that kept snapping and dulling my drill bits, so we're going to see how well she's sharpened. Now yes, I know I'm drilling in the piece that I am doing my catapult with, but somewhere there's bound to have to be an hole, so I will just put one anyway. go. A hole straight through airplane grade aluminium. And now that didn't take very long, did it? And let's just have a look at her. Yep, and she's still good for plenty more holes. Now yeah, I know what you're saying, it's only aluminium though, but trust me, from experience over the last week, this is harder than steel. I had more trouble drilling holes through this than I have any steel that I've drilled since starting up Scorpio slingshots. So I do know that was a very good test for a resharpened by moi drill bit. So there you go, people. And yeah, I know they're only cheap, you can go and buy some, but just think, you could wake up on a Sunday afternoon late in the day, all shops shut, needing a drill bit. Your life could depend on needing a drill bit, and the only drill bits you have are the ones in the bottom of your toolbox that are all chowdered to fuck. So there you go. This is a life skill, a skill that any man needs, and women, but any man needs. How to sharpen your own drill bits. So there. Cheers, guys.